Hi, hello. This is your girl, Lady Geek. Hola, hola, and welcome over here to my YouTube channel. Today, we're gonna talk about a few things right now, and it's basically how to be a successful streamer. It's the question I'm always getting asked constantly when I'm streaming, even by other streamers. What are some tips you can give me? What are some ideas? Any advice? What should I do to get more viewers in? And so, honestly, I've come up with at least 5 things that you need. And if you have all these 5 things, then I'm gonna go ahead and tell you at the very end of this stream. If you have all 5 things and you confidently think you already have these, but you're still wondering what's going on, why don't you have any growth or anything like that, then here I will be telling you that afterwards. A few things about me. My name is Lady Geek. I stream on Facebook Gaming. I'm partnered there, content creator now for about 2 years. So I do have some experience of the grind, the hard work, and I've learned a lot of good tips there to be a successful streamer and be consistent. So these are the 5 things that I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all of what you guys need. So without further ado, number 1, okay? First thing you need is consistency. Let me tell you, it's not just scheduling. You should have a schedule. You don't have to write it down, but you should already know before you go ahead and you start streaming. You need to ask yourself, are you going to be an overnight streamer or if you're going to be a daytime streamer? Because you have to remember when you're streaming, you're going to be streaming towards millions of people who are going to be watching your stream. It's not just the United States. You're going to be having people over in different countries. So different countries, different regions, meaning different time zones. You have to be mindful of that and stuff. So if you're a nighttime person and then all of a sudden want to suddenly stream during the daytime and you see that you're doing it back and forth and stuff, a lot of people are not going to want to plug in as much because you're not set on a good consistent base, you know? And because of that, if you're going to be streaming then during the day, you're going to lose all your people who are in the UK, New Zealand, Australia, all those where for us it'd be nighttime, but for them it's the daytime, it's lunchtime, and they're used to seeing you around that time. You have to remember when you're streaming now as content creators and stuff like that, being consistent, especially if you want to be a successful one, you have to treat your content as if it's a television series. Every morning, you know what I'm saying, I get up and I expect the Weather Channel to be on at this time with this person. I like a specific Weather Channel and stuff, just saying for an example. And of course, I know we can go on with a few shows as well, but it's always consistent. It's always with that time and it's always with the same people. You want to build a community, you want to be successful, you need to make sure you're consistent with your time and you're consistent with your game. So if you are a gamer who wants to play, let's say, shooter games during the morning time and stuff, you need to make sure you stay there in the morning time with that game. It doesn't have to be specifically that exact game because of course as time progresses and all that stuff, we won't always play the same game. You know, Fortnite's not going to always be around and neither is Call of Duty. It's not going to be around, you know, always like that. But if it's a shooter game and it's something that interests and you're gaining a lot of shooter audience during the morning time, you're gonna have to stay, or it's really important to stay at that type of game instead of switching to a PvP game or to an RPG game. So keep that in mind. When I go, I'm always expecting one of my favorite streamers to get on and play Warzone and stuff. And if they're not kind of playing Warzone, I might check out that game that they're playing, but then maybe not. I'm gonna go ahead and look for another streamer that's playing the game that I want to watch. So make sure you keep that in mind. So if you do want to play multiple games, not saying that you cannot play any other game, just keep that game at a certain time. Stay consistent with it. Even if you're starting out small, your viewers and your community will always know your schedule, and that's really important for them because at the end of the day, you'll start to learn. They start to need you more than you need them, but you don't feel like that. You know, you always feel like you need your community and all that stuff, but you don't know that they become very dependent and to be able to watch you, especially during times where they're, you know, you'll learn. So here's like for an example, if you want to do, you could do shooter games in mornings and then RPG at night, or vice versa. You could do all your RPG games in the morning and stuff and then keep it at night, but make sure you stay consistent with that. So that is number 1. That's the first tip I would give you. Number 2, okay, you need a vibe check. I'm honestly not doing that bad. I thought I would. Let me do it worse. You jinxed me. There is millions and millions and millions of people that are trying to be content creators because this is the best dream job to ever have, to sit here in front of a camera and stuff at your own home and play the games that you love, hang out with your friends and all that stuff, and as well as make a living. Who wouldn't want that? everyone's over here wondering kind of why is it that people are not watching them. And here's the thing, it's a vibe check. When people enter your stream, you don't know. First impressions are everything. So it's always important that you have that vibe check and what kind of audience you're going to attract. You want to be some of those like influencers or content creators that are very, you know, toxic, but toxic in a good way and all that stuff, where they kind of critique every other streamer or every other game out there and stuff. Remember, you have to do that. You have to magnify that 10 times just to go ahead and attract your audience. To picture it kind of as a cartoon show. As a cartoon show, right? If a cartoon character goes ahead and punches another cartoon character, that cartoon character is not going to go ahead and just drop on the ground. They're going to exaggerate it, and they're gonna have that character that got hit go across the room and all that stuff. And so it's gonna go ahead and keep you plugged in because it's entertaining you. You have to remember you're a content creator. So your vibe check is key. One of the things that I always love to do is share positive vibes only with my dirty joke. That's who I am. That's actually who I am as a normal person. But when I get on stream and when I get in front of the camera, I know I'm a Spanish woman. I'm a good looking Spanish woman and stuff. So I magnify that 1000%. Even if it's like little team wipes that I do in the stream and stuff like that. And people love that, you know, that I've learned my community has loved that and stuff. You have to keep them a reason to stay in, because sometimes the games are not gonna go the way you want it to. So you gotta give them another reason to stay in the stream. And to be honest, the other reason is gonna have to be you, okay? So make sure you figure out who you are as a person and how can you magnify that up and stuff. If you and it doesn't have to be a positive vibe person like me. It can, and you can honestly go with it. But who knows? Maybe you are an asshole. But if you magnify that 1000% and stuff, it still attracts people. Now, I'm not saying be racist and anything like that. I would never, but I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? People magnify these characters and everything. And that's what I mean by vibe check. You got to have the personality. You got to have the energy and all that stuff, especially if you want it to be successful. So yes, this is a dream job, but it does come with a lot of work, and a lot of work is a lot of mental work. So just bear and keep that in mind. You know, figure out who you are going to be when you sit in front of this camera, and how can you hit that 1000% of the time with your community. Because then if you do that, it's when you're going to draw more people in, and you want that. Okay, we got it. Number 3, and I'm gonna say it's camera and lighting. Okay, if you check and if you look at every successful streamer, you cannot tell me they don't have at least some type of decent lighting and some type of camera. You could start streaming with no camera, but just bear in mind, you will not grow as much as you would like to. Even if you are the most sweatiest player ever, you at least need some type of camera and some type of lighting. I promise you that. People want to see your reaction, again, because it's entertaining them. You have to magnify everything 1000%. So camera is key. If you die, you can't be like, oh, I just died. You'd be like, what? I died. You get it? Like, and they want to see that. They want to see that from you. So camera is 1000% key, okay? And a good lighting too. Don't have the camera catch you in the head or catch you over here on side and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a good quality camera like this. You can easily get a Logitech that is under $100, and it's a webcam, and it brings just as much good quality, a 1080 to 1920, you know what I'm saying, frame, and that is it. And that's all you need. And as long as you're positioned good, they can see your face, they can see your expressions. I don't care if you're a guy, you know what I'm saying, you're not that good looking and all that stuff. They want to see your expression. They want to see how you react to certain things. They want to laugh. They want to like enjoy it with you. That's really, really important. They want to see when you read their comments and stuff, or what like how do you react to it, what do you say, you know. So camera is key, and good lighting. You can even get really good cheap lighting in Amazon for like under 20 bucks. So like if this is something that you really want to do, you got to invest some money into it. Even if you're starting out, and you got to get those little cheap webcams, even the ones that clip on the edge of your monitors and stuff, because there's some of those, they clip on the edge and they're like $10. Get it, okay? Bring good lighting and such, and have a camera. I am telling you. Number 4. 4. If you can guess what number 4 is. Number 4 is a good microphone. A good microphone, okay? Now, you have to just remember, you need good audio because you need a good microphone to go ahead and talk to your community. I have the Blue Yeti microphone right here, and it does wonders. I'm still trying to figure out. There's other ones that are good, that go, you know, a little bit, that are more pricey and sound very more professional and stuff, like as if you're on a talking radio. You can go for that, but you definitely need a microphone, okay? And you need to be talking through your microphone. If you're streaming, if you're quiet half the time during your stream, you're not going to be able to draw your audience in. Talk about anything. Keep your chat lit so that way they're talking while you're gaming. Talk about food. Talk about Lil Wayne. Talk about, you know, the politics. Well, it's up to you. I don't really necessarily allow politics in my chat, but at least they know that. We talk about food, we talk about other games, we talk about their favorite hobbies and stuff, some ideas for like, or goals for 2021. It's really up to you. Just don't stop talking. Don't stop talking through your microphone. So that's actually gonna be number 4 is microphone and talking, okay? That is very important. Keep your chat entertained. Even if you don't know what to say, write some things down. That's always important. So that way, if you forget of what topic you should talk about, have a sticky note and stuff. So that way, you know some topics that you can talk about that you enjoy. I always talk about like kickball, working out, eating. You know what I'm saying? I know I brought up like food like 5 times, but that's literally what we talk about all the time. And it's okay. So just make sure that you don't stop talking. It's not a quiet stream. You're entertaining your community and all that stuff, and they would love you 10 times more. Last but not least, okay, is a logo. You need a logo, okay? Because what's gonna do is when you start networking around and you have your logo, people are gonna be more attracted to you more, okay? It's a way for you to always show up who you are and what you are. You know, your logo identifies you for everything. So if you're gonna start out streaming, that should always be first. It's definitely your logo, who you are as a person, and put it in onto all your social and stuff. So that way, you have to make sure you treat your streaming as a business, especially if you want it to be successful. If you want it to be a hobby and stuff, then of course, like, you can go ahead and not worry about logos so much. But if this is something that you're very serious in, have a good logo so that way your viewers can identify who you are. And if they don't, they can also identify who they can identify you or other people. Oh, LG, I know that is Slady Geek. Yes. So make sure you just have that in mind. Those are the 5 things that I have for you to go ahead and be a successful streamer. Is, again, consistency for your time and your game. 2 is a vibe check. 3, camera lighting. 4 is microphone and talking. Microphone, talking. Like, those 2 go hand in hand. And 5 is logo. If you have all 5 of these things and you've been doing pretty good with them, and you confidently have seen that you have a good vibe check, good consistency, good camera and lighting, good microphone, and you're talking and you have a good logo, but you feel like you're still in a run or you feel like you're kind of stuck, here is my advice for you. Keep swimming. That's it. It's keep swimming. You have to remember over and over again that there are millions and millions of content creators out there, as well as trying to grind and get that dream, you know, job just like you are. So my advice to you keep grinding. The algo won't always be there, but keep making little goals for yourself. Once you keep making little goals for yourself, you would and once you make those goals or reach those goals and accomplishments, celebrate them. You know, it could be, you know, getting more than 10 people in your chat at once and stuff, and commenting. And if you express to them what your goals are and everything, they're gonna help you as well. Your likes, your reactions. I know Twitch is a little bit different and stuff, but it's basically just keep grinding. Keep letting them know that you're going live in all your socials if you have to. Keep spreading your word, going into groups, letting them know who you are and stuff. Not saying like on a personal level, but there's other ways that you can also reach for your algo without always having to just stream. But stay consistent with it. Don't give up. It takes time. Again, I've been doing it for about 2 years now, so I know the grind. I know how hard and, you know, the hustle for it as well. Keep grinding. Don't give up, and keep using all your social platforms, even if it's notifications, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Discord. Let them know that you're live, your TikTok, your Snapchat, all of those great things, your personal page and stuff. Pass it around. The more that you keep doing it, the more people will notice, and then you can go ahead and get them to hit that notification bell there on your stream and stuff. So it's very important. When you're first grinding out, you have to give it your 110% all the time. Yes, it's draining, but once you're done with it, it's so worth it at the end. So keep grinding. If you guys have any comments and stuff, make sure you guys let me know below. I will be doing more videos like this to help other streamers as well. And if you are enjoying this the channel, don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there. Then also check me out on Facebook. I am always live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.